Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Improv Stories. This is number 5 out of our series so far. So if you have not seen the other 4, please go back and watch them again, or else this, well, it'll still make sense, but it works better. What exactly is happening in Improv Stories? I'm going to give Matthew DelaFuente either a person, a place, a thing, an object, whatever it may be, and he's got to come up with a story on the spot, just like that. Real quick, check out my channel. I actually have Mogurts now that I can put up in this general area thing here, and it'll be exactly the name of my channel, so please go ahead and take a look at it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. We're just gonna go right to it. You ready?
Ready.
Ready, okay. Number 1 is a bunny.
A bunny.
Number 2 is a perfume bottle.
Perfume.
And number 3 is a bar of chocolate.
A bar of chocolate.
And you will have a 10-minute time limit this.
Okay.
All right, my friend. I'm just gonna count down from 10. That's as much time as you have to think today. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and your 10 minutes starts. Go away, dude. Go away. Thank you. Freak's sake, man. Freak's sake. All right, you know what? You got a little bit extra time. No, go away. Close the door. Lock it. Lock it. Lock it. Thanks. We'll bring it in later.
10 minutes. Start.
10 minutes. You'll be fine. All right, we're locking this door. Okay. All right, now your 10 minutes starts now.
All right. So, our journey today takes us a little bit more local. It actually, in fact, takes us not very far at all. So, I think we're gonna set this in the town of Paris, in France, the city of love. So in the city of love, we have Donovan, who is coming over as a tourist to check out all of the sightseeing places in Paris. He wants to see the Eiffel Tower, wants to check out all the fancy restaurants, and so his journey takes him all throughout Paris. Naturally, as to be expected, one of the things that fancies Donovan while he's in Paris is all the beautiful women. And so he goes through the different restaurants, starts trying to polish up his French, and tries to come up with some interesting lines in the language of French. And he has terrible luck. And he seems to be getting all these different weird looks as he tries to say all these different things in French. No luck. Well, luck did come his way one day when he saw working in a restaurant that he was stopping by a woman from the United States. He got a glimpse of her name tag right there, and her name was Wendy. And Donovan was head over heels. So he comes up with a plan. And his plan is that he will visit the restaurant for the next subsequent 3 days. And the next subsequent 3 days, he will bring something special and leave it for Wendy on her table. So, day number 1 comes, and he goes to the restaurant. He makes sure he sits at a spot where Wendy will be waitressing. And she comes over, she serves the menu, and he orders the menu, eats his delicious food. If I knew the French dishes that were over there, I would give you a name, but I don't. So he eats this delicious food, and then his moment comes. Wendy comes back to the table to clean off everything, and she sees on the table a bottle of perfume. And she picks it up, and it is labeled strawberry flavored perfume. Well, she's a big fan of the citrusy perfumes. I don't even know if there is such thing as a strawberry flavor, but for this story, there is. But she looks at the perfume, and attached to the perfume is a note. So she picks it up and it says, I just wanted to let you know that I perfume you over any other girl. Yours truly, Donovan. Well, it's extremely cheesy, but Wendy puts the perfume in her pocket and goes about her day. All right, day 2 comes along. Donovan is now back at the place. He makes sure to sit right in a seat where she will be waitressing that day. She comes up, and this time she remembers his face, and she says, hello again. And he says, hi, I'm here to order some food. And she's like, I see. Are you gonna leave me anything afterwards? And he says, maybe. And she says, whatever, I get paid either way. So he orders his food, and sure enough, it's delicious, and sure enough, he leaves, and she comes back to the table, and this time on the table is a bar of chocolate. And she grabs the bar of chocolate. It is French chocolate, which is really delicious. And attached to the chocolate bar is a note. And the note says, it's never too chocolate to change your mind about me. Again, really cheesy, but she stuffs the chocolate away, goes about her day, and it's fantastic. Donovan comes back the next day. He sits down at the table, sure enough, where she will be waitressing. She comes around and she sees him, and this time she is ticked. And she comes up to him and says, look, are you harassing me because I've had enough? And he says, no, I meant everything I said in those notes. How about we go out sometime? And she says, absolutely not. And he says, why not? You don't even know me. And she says, I know enough to know that I don't like you. And he says, okay, fine, have it your way. And she says, oh, are you gonna leave me another gift today? And he says, well, that's up for you to find out later. I guess I'll just have to order my food and see what happens. So sure enough, he orders the food. Sure enough, it's delicious. And then she comes back to the table to clear everything off. And she looks around, and all she sees is a hat. And the hat was the same hat that Donovan wore to the restaurant that day. And she picks up the note that was left right next to the hat, and she opens up the note and reads it, and it says, every bunny makes mistakes. She picks up the hat, and there was a bunny right there on the table. She's shocked and stunned and says to herself, there's a bunny on my table. Well, out of nowhere, the bunny gets frightened and hops off the table and goes over to the next table and lands right in the dishes of the people on that table. They start freaking out, which causes the bunny to hop over to the next table, and to hop over to the next table, and to hop over to the next table. And sure enough, there's great chaos all throughout the restaurant. And havoc is wreaking. People are freaking out, and there's Donovan over there with a big, gigantic smile on his face. The end.
I don't know how to feel about this story. I really don't. Like, genuinely. What kind of freaking... Alright, man, I'm at a loss for words here. Donovan's a man that knows how to treat a lady right. The lady just don't know how to handle him, alright? That's how this works.
They're all out there somewhere.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, go ahead, subscribe to this channel if you haven't watched it. Leave a like button, comment down below, blah, blah, blah. Such another. And also go check out my channel, please, and thank you. That'd be great.
We'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.